Hey, what's up guys? Ryan here. I wanted to talk about Amazon FBA. I know it's been a while since I talked about FBA on my channel, but just a reminder, when I started this channel, I thought that I was gonna be more of like an Amazon FBA channel, but the YouTube algorithm was rewarding me more for talking about print on demand. The rest is history, right? So then I started appeasing the YouTube algorithm because I'd rather make videos that people actually view as opposed to making videos that nobody sees. Anyways, with Amazon FBA, I'm helping Marielle start her FBA business. She has opened her Seller Central account, which is great. That didn't used to be a big thing. It used to be something that you just kind of sat down, clicked next 5 times, and your account was open. But now they've made it a little bit harder to open your Seller Central account. So if you're struggling to get through that step, I did do a YouTube video on it. I'll put a link to it in the YouTube cards right here that you can check out. But once you have your Seller Central account open, guys, you need to figure out what you're gonna sell. And there are a lot of different ways that this step in the process is taught. I personally like to spend a lot of time on the product research and product validation phase. A lot of courses out there only talk about product research. I'm a huge proponent of product validation. When I say validation, I mean validating the financials. With FBA, we are prepaying to a manufacturer to run their factory, produce our products from the raw materials, and then brand them, prepare them in the right packaging, put the Amazon sticker labels on them, unless you have a UPC code that you would get printed on the packaging, and then put them in master cartons, ship them to the United States. I prefer to have them shipped straight to FBA. And then Amazon receives them, and then our listing is available for our customers to buy on Amazon. In a nutshell. I just made it sound pretty simple. I mean, it really at a high level is that, but with respects to like kind of the conversations that I've been having with Marielle, trying to help her be successful with her first product, she's exploring some different things, some things that she brings personal expertise to with brand potential, all things that make a lot of sense that I think are great. And I think she actually found like a perfect product, which is, the word perfect gets thrown around a lot, but I think for a first Amazon FBA product, what she is considering selling checks basically every box. Now, without telling you what it is, because I don't want to blow up her spot, she would hate me if I did that. It's complementary to another business that she is, I guess it would be the same business, but it's complementary to another product that she is going to be selling on Amazon FBA as well. Now, when you first open your Seller Central account, you don't get a lot of space at Amazon warehouses. They restrict how much they can receive and store for you all at one time. So you need to be strategic about like how many units you send into FBA. When I say FBA, like they literally have warehouses scattered around the country, and they typically, if it's not a large shipment, they'll just have you send it to one location. And then my understanding is they will, if you sent enough units, they'll like kind of redisperse it for you. When they have extra room in their trucks. But anyways, when you first start off, you typically only want to launch one product at a time, because kind of as you're making sales and proving yourself to be a good seller, they'll increase your storage limits at FBA centers. They actually have like a little metric for it. They have a little bar and they grade you, and you have to kind of stay above a certain score. I think they call it like the IPI, like Inventory Performance Indicator, I think is what it is. I'm not at my computer, obviously, so I can't check, but it's something like that. Anyways, so launching 2 products initially is a little bit ambitious, but I like it because you can also do something else. You can store the inventory at your house and then kind of ship it in as needed, which enables you to deal with the inventory restrictions that you face with a new seller account. And then when you ship it into FBA, that would mean like go to your basement at your house, grab some more product, put it in a master carton or a couple cartons, and then create an inbound shipment in your Amazon Seller Central dashboard where you tell them what you're sending, how many boxes, how big are the boxes, etc. And then they know to expect it from you, and they factor that into your inventory restrictions. So then they'll probably tell you how much you can send, and you buy your shipping through Amazon. So it costs like nothing, costs like less than $10 to send in, a pretty big box, right? So it's not as bad if you're thinking about like, oh, shipping's crazy, it's gonna eat all your margins. It's not that bad. So as a new seller, that's something you might want to do. And I just wanted to, okay, we just had a conversation. We were using Jungle Scout. We were looking at products, doing some validation. And this is what I would do before validating the financials. I would say, go use the Jungle Scout Chrome extension to do a keyword search on Amazon. You click the extension. It will come up with a score out of 10, kind of grading your product niche as a whole from the search results returned by Amazon. And you know, I'm not like the 10-point scale score thing is nice, but it's not a I don't make any decisions based on that score, but it can definitely help you exclude something really quickly as a result of that score. So there were some products that were not the perfect product, and she liked them, and she's like, man, but everybody's buying this stuff. And I said, like, you are correct, and you know better than I do that people are buying this stuff. First of all, here's the thing. I know people are buying them because look at the BSRs. They're extremely low. Look at Jungle Scout. It's telling us that these are selling 40 units a day, 50 units a day, and there's multiple sellers selling that many units in a day, right? So they're making crazy sales. You can see it in the monthly revenue projections. There were products making like 50K, 60K, 70K in a month, multiple in the same niche. Now, here's the thing. When you see those types of numbers, you're attracting bigger fish, bigger whales, you know what I mean? In the scope of like Amazon sellers. So you're gonna face tougher competition jumping in there. So I did want to make that clear to you guys. Always consider that. Also, I wanted to just mention that the size of your product matters, okay? Her perfect product was a very small, very lightweight product that also is flexible. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have this like shoebox test where can you fit your product in a shoebox and can you drop it from, you know, 5 or 6 feet without it breaking? If yes to both, I think you're in good shape for a first product. Like, those are just nice to have. They're not requirements, but so her perfect product, yes to both of those things. This other product doesn't fit in a shoebox. It'd probably survive a drop, but like, it's with Amazon, like when you add something to their catalog, they have like these tier classifications for the size of products as well as the weight. And these products were like either large tier, I forget what it is. It's like standard large, and then other ones were like small oversized. They have like the tier system used to be a lot more clear cut. Now it's like kind of weird how they did it. They have like more classifications. Basically, in summary, the bigger and heavier your product is, the more you're gonna have to pay Amazon to store it, to pick, pack, and ship it. And you're gonna pay more when you inbound ship it from most likely China is where you're gonna have to get it manufactured. And here's the other note that I just wanted to share. If your product is big, it is, and when I say big, I guess it's relative, but if it's like oversized or even like large tier, and this isn't just exclusive to those, it can also be smaller products, but typically it's the larger ones. Amazon may make you send it to multiple locations when you import it. And as you would expect, shipping it to one location is cheaper than shipping it to 2 locations. And I've seen it go to as many as 3 locations in my own personal experience, which means who knows, maybe they sometimes tell you to ship it to 4. But shipping it to 3 different locations, because I was selling in the past, like probably at this point 2 years ago, maybe even longer, 2.5, large, oversized, heavy products. And I mean, the shipping alone, man, I think I probably broke even on them just because it costs so much. And then if there was ever a return, you had to pay the return shipping too. So it was a trap. So what I'm really trying to say, like in this video, I'm just trying to give you some insights, guys. If you're thinking about starting an FBA business, you're a first-time seller, or you're still relatively new, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Give yourself a chance. If you're selling like these big, heavy products, you're most likely going to start in the hole, you know, just from shipping costs. And I mean, I don't want to say most likely. I hate doing that. I don't want to guarantee anybody anything, because you can easily prove me wrong. But like, I can guarantee you, the bigger and heavier it is, the more money you're going to spend on shipping, and returns are going to also burn you because there's always returns inevitably. And if you can find like a lightweight product that doesn't break easily, that's relatively small, like you're in good shape. She found one that's also just it's like a perfect complement to the other thing that she wants to sell on her new Amazon Seller Central account. And keep in mind that when you start off, guys, like you can't just send in a bunch of inventory to FBA. You're gonna have to kind of slowly, gradually send more and more as they allow you to send more and more. Which means that like if you're just importing from China as needed, there's gonna be periods of time where you're sold out. And that's something that even I'm facing because of these inventory restrictions. Like this is constantly evolving. It's not like it was always like this. Since, you know, COVID and everything, it's gotten tougher on us. And you know, if you subscribe to my channel and watch my monthly income reports, you can probably go back and hear me when I'm talking about my FBA business, hear me rant a couple months in a row about the whole like inventory issue, because it's really been a big pain in the butt. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to kind of talk about this stuff while it was fresh on my mind. If anybody's looking to learn FBA, I did write a full course. I spent over a year writing this course, and I'm currently updating it for 2021, even though it's still up to date. I'm just kind of like going through it and making everything look, I guess, cleaner and look a little bit newer, putting some polish on it, you know, because the longer I've been on camera, the more natural it feels, right? That FBA course was the first course I ever did, which is why I ended up spending over a year on it. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Do me a quick favor, like and subscribe if you're not already. Appreciate your time. Hopefully you learned something, and I will see you guys tomorrow.